Imagine flipping a coin and getting heads 5 times in a row. What do you expect on the 6th flip? Most people feel a strong pull toward guessing tails, as if the coin somehow owes the universe a tails after all that heads. But a fair coin has no memory. It does not know it landed on heads 5 times already. The odds on that 6th flip are still exactly 50-50, identical to the very first flip you ever made. Yet the feeling that tails is somehow due, that the universe needs to balance itself out, is one of the strongest illusions the human brain produces. And it has cost people fortunes at casino tables for as long as gambling has existed, precisely because it feels so much more intuitive than the actual math ever does, even to people who fully understand the math on paper. Psychologists call this the gambler's fallacy. It is the mistaken belief that if something happens more frequently than normal, during a period, it must happen less frequently in the future or the reverse, purely to balance out some imaginary sense of fairness. Your brain expects random sequences to look neat and evenly distributed, even over short stretches of time, when true randomness is actually far messier and clumpier than most people intuitively expect. A truly random coin can land on heads 10 times in a row, purely by chance without breaking any rule of probability whatsoever. Each flip is a completely independent event. The coin does not track its own history, and it certainly does not owe you anything based on what happened moments earlier, no matter how strongly your gut insists that it should. One of the most famous real-world demonstrations happened at a roulette table in a European casino in the early 1900s. The ball landed on black an astonishing 26 times in a row. As the streak continued, gamblers rushed to bet increasingly large sums on red, absolutely convinced that black could not possibly continue any longer. Players lost enormous amounts of money betting against black throughout that streak, certain that each new spin made a red result more mathematically likely. In reality, every single spin carried the exact same odds as the one before it. The wheel had no memory of the 25 spins that came before, yet an entire room full of otherwise rational adults bet their money as though it clearly did, watching fortunes disappear one confident bet at a time, all built on a mathematical mistake nobody in the room seemed to notice they were making. This same flawed instinct shows up far beyond casinos. Parents who already have 3 sons sometimes feel convinced their next child is somehow due to be a daughter, even though biology does not track previous births that way at all. Investors sometimes believe a stock that has fallen for several days straight is now due for a rebound, treating a losing streak like it must mathematically correct itself soon. Sports fans feel certain a shooter who has missed several shots in a row is due to make the next one. Or conversely, that a player on a hot streak simply cannot keep succeeding much longer. In every version of this mistake, people are searching for a pattern of fairness inside a process that was never actually designed to be fair moment to moment at all, no matter how satisfying that imagined fairness feels to believe in. The root of this bias comes from how the human brain evolved to detect patterns. For most of human history, spotting real patterns in nature, like which berries were safe or which paths led to water, was a genuine survival advantage. Your brain became extremely good at finding patterns, so good that it now finds them even in places where no real pattern actually exists. Truly random sequences often look suspiciously patterned to the human eye, while sequences that were deliberately balanced to look random often feel fake and engineered instead. Your brain simply was never built to sit comfortably with pure, meaningless randomness, so it quietly manufactures a sense of order and fairness that the universe never actually promised. You in the first place, filling in patterns exactly where none were ever meant to exist, simply because a patternless world felt too uncomfortable to accept as it actually was. The only real defense against this bias is remembering one simple fact whenever a streak starts: pulling at your instincts. If an event is genuinely independent, like a coin flip, a roulette spin, or countless other truly random processes, its past outcomes have zero influence on what happens next, no matter how long or dramatic the streak has been so far. The next time you catch yourself thinking something is due, whether at a casino table, in the stock market, or simply watching a game, pause and ask whether the event is actually independent, or whether you are simply uncomfortable with how messy real randomness tends to look. If this video just changed how you think about streaks and luck, subscribe, because the universe was never actually keeping score, the way your brain assumes it was, no matter how convincing that feeling has always been.